DC slang is being preserved and passed down in a new book called DC Word of the Week. It's a local dictionary, sort of a cultural guide of sorts, if you will. News 4's Jumio Labanji is speaking with the mayor of the Green Line, author Joe Jackson, in today's For Your Reading.
Love the idea of this book. How would you describe DC's, kind of lingo, culture, verbiage in one word, and what makes it so special and unique?
It's cranking. It's a mixture of, I would say, a little intellect, but a little street, but it's our culture.
What is your favorite, DC specific word or term, and why do you love it? Why do you use it so often?
I like to say Bama. Bama is my favorite word because, there's a lot of Bamas in the city. So, to me, it's like it keeps you on point. It's like, man, you're a Bama. You need to change that, so it keeps a person on point.
Listen, I work with a few Bama. No, I'm kidding. I don't work with a few Bama. I love everybody here. So what inspired you to write this? I mean, because it has over 52 pages, so there's DC slang for each week of the year.
Well, first of all, I did skits on Instagram, and the skits started doing very well. So I was thinking, I got all these different words. How about I just compile these words into a book?
Yeah.
So I did that because it to me, it's it gives back to the community that I came from. A lot of the older guys back in the day, they used to use a lot of slang, and I was really amazed by, how they talk. So I would sit back and listen to the guys talk, and I would imitate them when they left.
Sure.
So everybody thought it was funny how I used to imitate the older guys. So years later, I started doing stand-up comedy. I started doing social media content, and I came up with DC Word of the Week.
We know DC is a melting pot. A lot of people visit the city. They're moving about, different events. What's your advice to someone who kind of wants to tap into the culture of DC without being a culture vulture, as they may call them?
I would say get to know somebody from the city, somebody who knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Go to the go-go, too, you know what I'm saying? Get out in the street and listen to the people.
Yeah.
And so that way you can communicate or you'll understand what's going on.
Oh, and I'm glad I flipped to it, because the go-go is one of the, words or phrases, and you define it as a specific subgenre of funk, distinct to Washington, D.C., complex, percussive rhythms, call and response. The go-go is real specific to DC. The illustrations for each of the words or phrases in this book are just amazing. Who did the illustrations? And I mean, just this one of the go-go, we got Big G here, always in the pocket, but they're so good. Who did the illustrations?
My wife did the animation.
So you worked with your wife on this project?
Yes. You gotta work with your wife.
Yeah.
You gotta keep things together.
I love it. Okay, so one of my other words that I love, trifling than a mug.
Yeah.
Tell us what that is, trifling than a mug.
That's the lowest level of being trifling. That's like bottom of the barrel.
This is my other favorite word, Murray and Burry.
Yeah.
All one word, Murray and Burry.
Yeah.
And that is a humorous or phonetic way of pronouncing the former Washington, D.C. mayor for life, as he's known.
And we used to think it was two people growing up. I thought it was two people. I thought it was Murray and Barry.
This book, I should say, is banging.
Yes.
No cap.
All right.
Cranking.
Yeah.
All the things. What else do I love? And it's slamming.
Like that.
Like that. Geeking when I read it. Where can people get the book and also learn more about the work that you're doing, just preserving DC culture?
Well, first of all, you can follow me on DC Word of the Week. That's on Instagram at DC Word of the Week. But you can purchase the book at districtholistic.com.